always liked the way your hands looked, and not just in comparison to mine. They were an artist's hands, calloused from building walls and skin, covered in clay that cracked as it dried. You see, I have two thoughts before touching someone's hands. Are they soft? I hope not. Not too soft, because 4 years ago I fell into a hole, and the minute they touch, I wonder if they're strong enough to help pull me to the top. And are they cold? Gosh, I hope so, because mine are so cold that anytime someone touches them, they ask me if something's wrong. As someone who has struggled with depression in my high school, through the duration of high school, I have seen the way it affects my friends and family, and it strains them quite a bit. So in hands, a list of things I would normally hide, and you said okay by flat sound. We examine the struggles of keeping the ones you love while trying to fix your mind. I know most people have walls. I just don't think mine are the same. You are hiding away, and I am trying to escape. I am trapped inside of a cave trying to retain the memory of the last time I saw the light of day. I told you that where I am felt permanent, but you told me to give it time because nothing is. But the minute our hands touched, I felt something click, because they were strong, with the force to dig your nails into the earth and make the world suddenly stop. And they were cold, like metal gears and glass casing constructing a clock. And I know I'm not moving fast enough, and I know so much time has already passed to stop, and I know it's frustrating to have someone stand in front of you promising you'll get better without the evidence to back it up. But you have to trust me. The past is ugly, and I'll make it to the other side as long as I know I have somebody. Please, I know I can do this. I just need another half a month. I can pull through this. I just need our hands to touch. You said you would always look for me in the crowd, with the same eagerness a child sifts through lost and found, searching for anything that felt missing, but never considered the moment you stopped, as if the moment you stop looking for an object is the moment it stops being lost. I get it. You were cold, but I want to be more than just a coat clinging onto a body I was never constructed to hold, or a mirror to look into when your reflection stopped looking like a person you knew. I know you know the feeling of numb clothes, but do you know what it's like to sit at the bottom of a box every night replaying the fantasy of cold hands reaching inside to take you home? You said you felt lost when you were found out. The death of our hands on your couch was the birth of discovery that someone else's hands could feel cold. And in that sudden rush, I thought of all the hands that could help me build a home. And none of them looked like yours. I'll sit and pretend I know someone at intimate depth. It only makes me feel like crap in the end, because you're only as good as the people you consider your friends. So watch an aching past surface, and now I'm half certain that everyone that associates me is a bad person, because everyone that associates with me is as worthless. And now I finally understand what it means to lack courage. But at the end of the day, it just defeats the damn purpose to share the fruit of your knowledge while completely malnourished. So I've been trying to let go of all the things that torture me inside. Congratulations, you're cordially invited to a small list of things I would normally hide, like high school. No comprehension of enough harm, coding for numb hearts and patching up arms, but drinking cough syrup when you didn't have a cough. It's ironic, because in reality, you're sicker than you thought. But like hearing new music and being too scared to turn it up, virgin blood mostly told me to stop at surface cuts. And sometimes I want to eat more than a couple of bites, and sometimes I go a week and not sleep more than a couple of nights, and sometimes I get so wrapped up in the couple life when the couple life failed me the first couple times. But I am grateful it seems stupid, and I am grateful that I miss you. Glad the past 2 years are something I had to sit through, because now that I know what it means to be dead, I can start living again. I can smell it when I breathe. I can feel it when you leave. And I'm leaving behind all the people who said I was not brave enough. It all started with closed eyes and a feeling in my gut telling me I need to keep them shut the whole time, because if I saw your lips even for a second, they'd suck me in like black holes when they bend the light. And it was then that I realized you were not my world. You were my universe. And sometimes when I look up, I see stars that quickly dart across the sky and fade into nothingness, and I pray you aren't as fleeting, because sometimes when we're lying in roads, I get the same feeling that if gravity is shut off, I fall endlessly into something much bigger than I am. And I wonder if that's what it feels like to die, or if I'll ever understand God in my lifespan, because I want to see God. I want to know what God feels like. But with the weight of the Bible, I will break Adam's ribs and repeat, my dear Eve, you do not take after this. You are not made in a man's image. But if that's the case, why do you feel so lost in the place where his hand isn't? Why do I wait, wondering how long it'll take you to a minute? I'd rather keep my mouth shut and start to say something. I can't finish, baby. I have limits. So, I'm singing blah, 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 in empty rooms that carry sound like hollow caves. La, 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 just to prove you're not the only one who can occupy our borrowed space. I'm singing la, la, la for every ship that was set to sail but got washed away. I'm singing la, 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 that one in desperate hopes that when it bounces back, I hear the octave change. So if we could just pretend that your voice exists with this empty void within, then if you spoke, insomnia might loosen its wholesome grip on my throat, and I could begin to forgive you for admitting the hoax and learning to hate you for every second you don't, because I sit here wondering if anything you said was true. Who was it that taught you to speak bullets without considering the exit wounds? Tell me who, because I still think back to the first time you called me with nothing to say. The morning we were more than just friends, and we both noticed something had changed. You drove to your parents' house, and we talked about everything, about how much it sucks, but no matter what, we had to remain nothing. And in that deafening silence, I asked if I could still call you my snowflake. You said okay.